Piedmont Lithium, ticker symbol PLL. So with the boom in the lithium markets right now, is this an investable opportunity or not? Now I've asked myself this question and I will use this video to share my thoughts. As always, these are my thoughts and not investment advice. For some reason, it seems we have to keep saying this. So let's get started. Piedmont is an exploration company. In other words, it does not have an active mine. They own an asset in a region in North Carolina known as the Tin Spodumene Belt, or TSB. They claim this region is one of the world's largest lithium regions, but I think this is a bit of a stretch because the US is a very small lithium producer presently. And even though the US reportedly has the 5th largest reserves in the world, it is dwarfed by Bolivia, Argentina, and Chile. I'm going to do a special video on Bolivia soon because it's an interesting story. The world's largest lithium reserves, by far, but currently not mined at all. Australia is by far the world's largest producer. But this is the interesting thing about lithium. It is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth. And it's just that nobody's ever mined it because we've never really needed it before. So back to Piedmont. The location is important. China is the dominant consumer of lithium globally and is home to the world's largest and 3rd largest lithium mining companies. China is by far the largest battery producer, and they have a huge head start in securing lithium supply. If the US is planning on maintaining pace or even beating China to the battery electric vehicle race, then local raw material supply is of extreme strategic importance. This image here is the pipeline of gigafactories in the USA. I've counted 495 gigawatt hours worth of production capability in the USA based on the figures in this chart. By my calculation, you need about 850 tons of lithium hydroxide per gigawatt hour. So the USA is going to require 420,000 tons of lithium hydroxide by the time all these gigafactories come online. And that is just the US. But I think these numbers are way too low. SQM is the world's 4th largest lithium producer. They estimate global demand will be 1 million metric tons by 2025. This diagram has Tesla consuming only 100 gigawatt hours. That is 2 million Model Ys. Now, depending on your Tesla bullishness, that figure is about as bearish as they get. Anyways, back to PLL. I mentioned that they are not actually a miner yet. They have just completed step 1, a process known as a bankable feasibility study. This is when you get mining consultants to have a look at your ore, calculate the grade, as in how much lithium is in the deposit, work out the total amount in the ground, and then estimate how much it's going to cost you to get it out. Now, Piedmont's bankable feasibility study looks pretty good. They reckon they can extract around 30,000 tons per year of lithium iron hydroxide at a cash cost of $3,657 a ton. At a current spot price for lithium hydroxide, they can sell this for around $30,000 a ton. So that equates to an annual rate of around $750 million worth of gross profit. Now that's not bad. Their own projections are an IRR of 2.7 years, but lithium hydroxide prices have skyrocketed since then, and I think the IRR is closer to a year now. Bankable feasibility studies are a big deal, but it's just the business plan of a new mine. Now back to their assets. They have 2 other assets that are capable of supplying them with additional spodumene. They can get their extra supply from a mine they have a 25% stake in Sayona, Quebec. And they have a right of first refusal, actually an earn-in right, but I don't really know what that actually is, for a stake in Atlantic Lithium, which owns lithium assets in Ghana. These sources are important because Piedmont Lithium has a contract to supply Tesla with 53,000 tons of spodumene, since Tesla plans on processing lithium hydroxide themselves. And the big thing is, spodumene is a raw material. It only sells for around $760 a ton, so not nearly as interesting as the finished product. But a caveat here, the Ghana deal has not been inked yet, and the Sayona deal has 3 assets. 2 are still at feasibility stage, and 1 is basically crap. It is a mine that is on care and maintenance. Now here is the kicker. Piedmont currently estimate that it will cost around $840 million to build the plant. They also need around $87 million for the Ghanaian project. But Piedmont only has $140 million in cash. So the money has to come from somewhere. With a current market cap of $840 million, you can expect at least 100% dilution sometime soon. But even then, you will have a pretty decent investment based on the figures presented in their feasibility study. Just remember this though. In all my years of investing in miners, I have learned that the amount requested in bankable feasibility studies is never enough. There is always another round with a collections plate, and it takes years to build a mine and get production underway. So in summary, this is one to watch. Personally, I won't be dabbling in this anytime soon. I don't like that volume of dilution, and I prefer a bit more certainty in their production capability before I would be willing to take a stab at this type of investment. I hope this helps. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated.